Hello everybody, it's Linda from the Crafting Depot, and today I want to paint some pansies. So I started this over here as an example, and then over here I drew them out. So I just want to go over this in pencil. I drew this out, and the bottom leaf looks like an upside down heart, and then you put these other leaves around it and the top leaves. So if you want, you can screenshot that. It's really not that complicated. But I did it in pencil because I figured it would be a lot easier. And then I did the small flowers before they bloom and some stems, and we're going to do some leaves now together. So the leaves, I just had my pencil. Okay, here it is. So the leaves are going to go out like this, and just like a little wiggly, a point, come out a little wiggly, and then around like that. And we'll do the same thing over here. And just bring them out like that. And don't be too worried about, yeah, I want to go this way. I'm going to erase that. So this is going to go over like that and like that, and they're just basically supposed to be whimsical. So I'm just going to erase this a little bit. This one I don't like the way it came out. Like that. And then I'll just lightly erase, oops, sorry, I hit the camera. Just lightly erase it so my pencil lines aren't so heavy. And that's okay. So first one, I'm going to wet it. Oh, and I'm using the Princeton Velvet Touch 8, and I'll have this the Grabby number 3. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go in and wet it. And I'm just going to wet. Oh, I can see I still have paint on my... Okay, that's okay. We're going to go in and just wet the tips of the petals around here like this. And then I'm going to grab some orange, cadmium orange, and I'm just going to drop it. Well, I'm going to wet my brush so the paint's wet. I'm just going to, too wet. I'm going to go in here like this and let that explode. Or move, rather. Probably explode's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Just going to let that move around like that. Okay. Then we'll go to the next one. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to wet around here. Oh, still got my orange on here. Let's get that off. Okay, so then I'm going to wet this, do the same thing. Except I'm going to wet the whole leaf up here and just part of that. Okay, and then this one, I think I'm going to take, let me look at my chart again. Ultramarine blue. I'm going to take ultramarine blue and wet it and just let that burst out. Like that. And then lightly, I'm going to go over this petal, just very lightly. Okay, on to the next one. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to wet the petals. It's okay that it has a little bit of blue in it. I'm not worried this time. And I'm going to just do, I just want the bottom of this one. Well, no, I'm not. Going higher. Okay, so what color do I want to do on this one? Maybe purple. We'll do purple. No, I'm not going to do purple. I'm going to do red. I changed my mind. Okay, so we're going to do red. And I'm going to let that burst and do its thing. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is, you know what? I think I'm going to paint this one red. So we'll get a little bit more red and just cover that. It might be a little bit more red than I really want, so I'm just gonna pull some of it up. Like that. And then we're going to go take light green, sap light green. We're just going to go like this and do the outside of the petal, the leaf. So this is the one that didn't bloom yet. Okay, and then we're going to let that dry, and I'm going to go into, I want my leaves to be different colors, so this is greenish yellow. It looks, who's calling me? Okay, I gotta hang that up. I'm sorry about that. Where's my, okay, hang up, sorry. Okay, so now we're going to fill in one of the leaves. And just drag that down. And then I'm going to get a little sap green dark and go over that. That. Okay, and then we'll get some hooker's green. Do this one. And then I'm going to get some water. And I want to lighten that. And I think I may put in some of that greenish yellow. Just add a little bit of that to it. Soften it up a little bit. There we go. And then we'll get the sap green light. Come over here. Same thing, go to the outline. Clear it off. And okay. And then I think I'm going to add some of this darker green to these. Just a little bit. Oops, too much. Just soften it up. There we go. All right. Next thing I want to do is the stems. So we're going to go down like this with the tip of your brush. We're going to go around like that, down like this. I'm going to go grab this. I'm going to bring that down. Let it blend in with that. And then I'm going to turn my book and go, because I don't want to touch. There we go. So we are done with that. I got to be careful not to bump into anything. Okay. This is a little wobbly, a little wonky here. So I'm going to try and fix it best I can. All right, there we go. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm not happy with this. This is not the way I want it. So I'm going to lighten it a little bit. And just with the tip, try it again. There we go. A little bit better. Okay. So now we want to go back in to these flowers. So with the orange, I'm going to do a little bit of, I was going to do yellow, but I don't think I'm going to do yellow. I think I'm going to do, let me look here. We'll do the cadmium red, because we did cadmium orange. And we're going to go around this like this, around the others. Just going around the outline. Okay, and then I'm going to wet my brush and I'm going to bring it down and just blend it in. There we go. Just blend it in. And I think I waited too long on doing the next step because I wanted it all to be wet. So I think what I'm going to do is go back in with the cadmium orange because it's not that dark or as bright as I wanted it to be. So maybe what I'll just do is wet it again. Get the cadmium orange and just drop it in there. I'm going to drop that in there again. And I'm going to show you what I wanted to do next. Okay, what I wanted to do next was draw these fine lines. Now you can take an old credit card, you can use, where is it? You can use a feather. You know what? We'll use the feather. So the end of the feather. So you're just going to draw while it's wet these lines, and it'll come through. But if you don't have a feather, so the next time you're walking and you're out there looking at feathers, pick one up. So you get this, like, you know, a little stripe, not stripe, what's the right word? I don't know. Or you can just cut up one of these things you get in the mail and just use the tip of it to make those lines. So I'm going to have to do the same thing with the others because I, of course, was on to other things. So I'm going to wet this again. It's got a little yellow in there now. So I'm going to... And my little guy Baxter's getting old on me. I see a definite change this week. So, oops. Just put some more of this in. And then we'll do the same thing. So this time I'll take the card and just scratch some line. Well, that's not working too good. Scratch some lines in it. Okay. Let's see how this one. And scratch lines here. You're probably better off using a credit card. This is obviously too thin. But, you know, that's what's good about doing things and seeing me make mistakes. You learn. Okay, so now we're going to get clean water and we're going to wet the other one and do the same thing. Wet this, because now I let it dry and I can't do that technique to show the little veins. That's the word I was looking for, veins. Okay, so we're going to go into the red again. And we're just going to drop down some red in the bottom. Let it spread and do its thing. Okay, and we know that the feather works, so we're going to use the feather because that's what I did on the first one. We're just going to draw stripes, veins rather, not stripes, veins. There we go. And you know what? Maybe. All right. Next thing we are going to do is clean off the brush. And get the I'm going to get the deep red. All right, and we're just going to go around the outside. With the deeper red. And just do the outside leaves. Just with the tip of your point. Okay? Like that. Go around the perimeter there of the petal. There we go. Okay. Then moving on to this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to wet it. Clean off my brush. And we'll just wet that a little bit. We'll get the blue. And we'll go around the outline, just using the tip of your brush. You're just going to go around the outline. Like that. Okay, here we go. And then I think what I'm going to do is get some white. And let's see how that comes out. A little bit of white in here mixed with the blue. Which kind of blends the blue. Looks nice. Okay. So we have a different look there. You know what? Let's try it with the with the red. Take the white rather, and blend it with the red. And blend this here. Let that blend. Get a little bit of like a pinkish. And I don't like the way the veins came out on this one, so I'm going to try it again. I'm wondering if this is the pointier one. Okay, let's try it again. There we go, much better. Now you can see the veins. Looks good. Okay. So the last thing I want to do is paint the last flower that's not in bloom yet. Okay, so we're going to make that one, we'll do a light blue. Just have to wet my paint. And come in here now. And you see what I did over here? That's why I say be careful. It happens. All right. Let me put a little bit darker blue in here, like a purple. Just going to drop that in. Because I didn't like that blue. And then the other thing I want to do is try and get rid of this green here, this mess that I did. And just blot it up the best I can. So that's why you have to be careful when you're painting. You know, I got the camera on, and I'm going to try and blot that up. And I got most of it up. So now all I have to do is fix that stem. Maybe put a little bit. I got an idea. There's always a way. Never fear. What we will do this time is add some splatters. So this is the one I did before, and this is the one I did on camera. Let me just blot up that. And then what we will do is, I'm standing up now and I'm thinking, I wonder how, maybe we'll do that dark red. So we'll get the red, we'll wet our brush so it's nice and wet, and then we'll just go around with some splatters. Sometimes, you know, you get carried away. This is one of those moments where you're just having so much fun you don't want to stop. Okay, that's enough of that. So, today is our video on pansies. If you enjoyed watching this, please hit the like and subscribe button because I'm really trying to grow my channel and I really enjoy painting. I do it every day. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe, and the notification button will let you know when I'm online. I do several videos a week. And with that, I wish you well. I do have an Etsy store. Previous to doing a lot of watercolor painting, I was making journals. So I have some journals in there. I have paper packs and fabric packs that will help you with your journals. And probably going to be adding a lot more to it. So with that, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.